Hi students, this is Sivakumar, 12th standard Business Mathematics and Statistics, chapter number 6, continuation of exercise 6.1. Now problem number 2. Let x be a discrete random variable with the following probability mass function, PMF, that is probability mass function, you are given. Find and plot the cumulative distribution function, that is CDF of capital X. Okay. I have written the given PMF in table format 3, 5, 8 and 10. Otherwise, for 3 probability value 0.3, for 5 probability value is 0.2, for 8 probability value is 0.3, for 10 probability value is 0.2. Otherwise, for other values and all, probability value is 0. In PMF, the total probability value must be always 1. 0.3 plus 0.2, that is equal to 0.5. 0.5 plus 0.3, that is equal to 0.8. 0.8 plus 0.2, that is equal to 1.0, that is 1. Then how to find cumulative distribution function? Listen. Cumulative distribution function, you write first distribution function. That is f of x, capital F of x, that is equal to probability of x less than or equal to x. Here we have the numbers 3, 5, 8 and 10. So, you have to find out f of 3, f of 5, f of 8 and f of 10. Substitute x equal to 3, probability of x less than or equal to 3, then 5, probability of x less than or equal to 5, probability of x less than or equal to 8 and probability of x less than or equal to 10. Less than or equal to 3 means 3 and less than 3. 3 and less than 3, less than 3 no value at all, the starting one is 3 only. What is the corresponding probability value? 0.3. Less than or equal to 5 means 5 and less than 5. 5 and less than 5, these two numbers, 3 and 5, whose probability value 0.3 and 0.2. Add both. 0.3 and 0.2, that is equal to 0.5. Less than or equal to 8 means 8 and less than 8. 8 and less than 8, all these three, whose probability value is 0.3, 0.2 and 0.3. 0.3, 0.2 and 0.3, that is equal to 0.5 plus 0.3, that is equal to 0.8. Finally, less than or equal to 10. Less than or equal to 10 means 10 and less than 10. So, all four to be added, 0.3, 0.2, 0.3 and 0.2. 0.3, 0.2, 0.3, again 0.2, that is equal to 1.0, 1.0, that is equal to 1. Now, we can write the cumulative distribution function, CDF. Therefore, cumulative distribution function f of x, that is equal to, here we have the values, the starting number is less than or equal to 3. First one is less than or equal to 3. So, you start with less than 3. Here x less than 3. Then 3 less than or equal to x less than next number 5. Then next number 8, after that 10. So, 5 less than or equal to x less than 8. 8 less than or equal to x less than 10. Finally, have to write x is greater than or equal to 10. Since you are given otherwise 0, at the end you have to write x greater than or equal to 10. Actually, for your reference, I write over here minus infinity plus infinity We have the numbers 3, 5, 8, 10. First one, look at that, x less than 3. Less than 3 means this portion. Then 3 to 5, this region. 5 to 8, 8 to 10. Greater than or equal to 10 means 10 and above. So entire region will be covered. So that I have mentioned here x greater than or equal to 10. Right? Less than 3, no value at all, because the starting one is 3. So the starting one is 3. So less than 3, no value at all, we have tried 0. Here 3 to 5, but is equal to 3. Is equal to 3 only have to consider, not 5. So equal to 3. For equal to 3, what's the value? 0.5. For equal to 5, sorry, equal to 3.3, equal to 5, 0.5. Here 0.3, here 0.5, here equal to 8, here equal to 10. Equal to 8, equal to 10. For equal to 8, what's the value? Exactly equal to 8, what's the value? 0.8. And equal to 10, 1. 0.8 and 1. Here 0.8, 1. Put if. Cumulative distribution function is over. Now we have to plot the points in a graph. So rough diagram only. Here we have the graph, x-axis, horizontal one. Instead of y-axis, you have to consider that f of x, distribution function. Here we have the x values 3, 5, 8 and 10. Take that alone in x-axis, 3, 5, 8 and 10. Now look at the f of x. We have the starting one is 0, ending one is 1. So that I take 1 centimeter equals 0.1 unit, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, then 1. Now look at that. First x less than 3. For less than 3, what's the value here? 0. So less than 3, completely 0 only. Now 3 to 5, once it reaches 3, what's the value? 0.3. Up to 5, 0.3 only. 3.3 here. Up to 5. From here to here, 0.3 only. Once it reaches 5, look at that. If x is equal to 5, what's the value? 0.5. Up to 8. Once it reaches 5, it goes to 0.5. 0.5 here it is. Then up to 8.5 only. Up to 8.5 only. Here we have 8. Up to 8.5 only. Then once it reaches 8, look at that symbol, less than or equal to 8. Once it reaches 8, you have to put 0.8. It jumps to 0.8. When it reaches 8, it goes to 0.8. 0.8 here it is. 0.8. Okay. Next, 8 to 10, 0.8 only. 8 to 10, 0.8 only. So you have to write 8 here it is, 10 here it is, 8 to 10, 0.8 only. Okay. Next, when it reaches 10, because this is less than 10, here only is equal to 10. If it is equal to 10, what's the value? 1. So when it reaches 10 particularly, it goes to 1. It reaches 1. 1 here it is. So I have plotted all the points in a graph. So distribution, cumulative distribution graph. So problem number 2 is completed. I'll be teaching problem number 3 in the next video. Thank you, children.